Judy on the radio, building dreams and achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Good morning and welcome to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your radio host, the people architect, and I want to thank you for joining me on the #1 talk show for empowering, inspiring, motivating, and helping people, especially women and girls, to see that it is possible. What is possible? Your vision, your dream, your ideas, your hope, your desires. Only thing you have to happen, you got to see it before you see it, or you never will see it. It'll just stay there, a thought. But you got to see it, right? And so you can make a blueprint so the architect can help you draw it. The people architect, that's Dr. Judy Mandrell. So I want to thank you so very much for tuning in once again to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show right here on Hallelujah 95.3 FM, your small radio show winner for the Tampa Bay Gospel. Yeah, we the winner here. So we want to thank you all for tuning in on the radio show, Hallelujah 95.3 FM, Facebook Live, YouTube, and the Hallelujah app. I want to thank all you, the guests, for tuning in, for coming back every Tuesday with me. I greatly appreciate it. Don't know what your weather is like where you are if you're not here in Tallahassee. In Tallahassee, it's a very beautiful day. Nice temperature. My leaves are falling all over my yard. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. The sun is shining. So I pray that you're having that kind of weather, such good weather. And if you're not, we're praying that you stay safe in whatever weather you're having. Once again, thank you for joining me again for the Real Talk with Judy show. Listen, y'all know you got to do this. And for the newcomers, I need you to go ahead, tag and share. Tag and share, okay? Tag and share. Share this on your page and tag it. We got, I have some beautiful women in here today, my sister girls, and we're going to talk about what's going on. We're excited about them, and we're all part of each other. So go ahead and contact me, because y'all know I got to say hello to my mama. I got to say hello to my mama. Why? So why I say hello to my mama, you all go ahead and contact your people, your friends, and everybody, and let them know that the Real Talk with Judy live radio show is on the air. Hello, Mama. I want to thank you for listening and tuning in, and to all of my sisters here. Thank y'all for listening. Mama, that's my mama, Mother Dr. Irma Hunter Wesley, there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She is the reason I am who I am, and I celebrate that every single day that God has still allowed her to be here. After the doctor gave her 4 weeks to live, that was 5 years ago. So we thank God she's still here and in her right mind. And I talk to her every Tuesday before I come in on the show, but I talk to her 4 or 5 times a day. And I've been doing that since my freshman year in college. And that was in 1977. And here it is, 2023. And I still talk to my mama 4 or 5 times a day. Matter of fact, y'all, when I go out the country, I get the calling package so I can talk to my mama every single day. No matter where I am, I talk to my mama. Barbados, Scotland, Africa, I talk to my mama. So, made no sense not to talk to her now. Mama, thank you so very much for being my trusted advisor, but most of all, for being a great mama to me and my siblings. So I ask that y'all will continue to keep her in your prayers, though. You know, she's 84. Moving kind of slow, but she's moving. Thank God for that. And to my awesome and amazing husband, Lieutenant Gerald Mandrell. He is the reason I get to do what I do. My mom is the reason I am who I am, because she and my dad put that foundation in us when we were kids. My husband allows me to do or work with me to do everything that I do, and he also help finance it. Y'all, that's 42 years of happy marriage. Happy mean what's happened 42 years of a happy happening and 42 years of a joyous marriage. And we love each other. And we had several calls, people saying, how did you make it to 42? And we're going to talk about that. Not today, but we're going to talk about that again. And to my amazing production team, Priscilla John Louis, our marketing director, and her amazing staff. Thank you, Priscilla, for helping me. The next Tuesday will be 8 years that I will have been on the radio, 8 years. And we're praying and asking God for some good direction to make this 8th year one of the best years ever. So thank you, Priscilla. November is going to be a month to say, God, we thank you for Real Talk with Judy show. And I'm going to ask everybody who would just for a small a small thank you donation of $80. That's it, $80. And that's going to be for the month of November. Again, to you, the greatest audience, I want to thank you so very much for tuning in every Tuesday. I'm excited about my show today. As I stated, I have in here right now, I have two ladies from Women Wednesdays. I have the founder, Barbara Westcott. Barbara, thank you for being here today.
Well, Judy, thank you so much. And I want to say hi to your mom, too. So, Dr. Irma, you just have raised, all your daughters are so beautiful and so wonderful. And Judy, thank you so much for bringing us here today to share what we're going to share today.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you. She is the founder of Women Wednesdays, and I'm a part of Women Wednesday. But I want to say to Barbara, thank you for understanding what Sister Girls is all about. Mm-hmm. And it is, y'all, and we're gonna have an executive team on here one day just to talk about Sister Girls bring all of the women organizations together for a time of fellowship. It's not like Sister Girls alone. No, it's all of the women who own, like you got Women Wednesday. So Barbara's bringing in Women Wednesday. That's all of the women who participate with Women Wednesdays. So we have big fellowship. We're looking for all these organizations to come together. And boy, what a time of networking, time of encouragement, a time of support. Because there are times, even in the group that you serve, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like you want to just pull out the middle of your hair. Not all of it, just the middle. And to get together with other executives and their women and other people, other women is just good. So Barbara, thank you for being here.
Yeah, and I think you're speaking to you're talking about a collaborative community, and that's what we're all about. And I think for a lot of people, individually or as groups, it's hard to do it alone. So when you have friends and collaborators, people like you that help you, there's just so much more that you can do together.
That is true. We work it together. And I think I learned that from my mom and my dad growing up. They taught us we're family.
Right.
We're family. And we work together.
Well, I remember when you first said, I met you, and one of the first things you said is you had a vision and a dream about bringing all women together. And you would call me at night and we would talk about it. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So because you were one of the ones I could call at night, late at night.
Yes, you can call me late at night. Yeah, we would talk about it. So it's just beautiful to see what you've done with it and your heart for that.
Thank you, Barbara, and I appreciate you being a part, for real. And then we have one of the young ladies who are just absolutely creative in so many avenues. I mean, she can do so many things, and she's absolutely phenomenal. She is phenomenal. And that's the one and only Tamara Smith.
I know. It can be a mouthful.
Yeah,
tomorrow, like the next day.
Yeah, I started to say tomorrow, but I remember you saying that before. So Tamara Smith, she is the media director. She is the media director of Women Wednesdays. Tamara, welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Everyone, you can also call me Tam. I know Tamara is a tricky one, but I'm so happy to be here. Women Wednesdays is all about this right here, coming together with our sister girl, and just a titan in this community, quite frankly, Judy. So thank you for having us here today.
And that's what it's all about, bringing all of the women together. And we teach what we work so hard to do is to get us to understand, as Barbara stated, we are better together. We can do more together. You may have your own organization, But when you bring it in with other organizations, especially, and sometimes you can see more when you have.
Well, you have more
Different
mind
eyes.
power too. I mean,
Yeah.
you have, everybody has different skills, connections, talents, all that sort of stuff. But when you bring it all to the table, you've got a lot of mind power there, a lot of heart
Yeah.
all together.
Did y'all get that? We got a lot of mind power together when we come, and we have to come on with different thoughts and different perspective, and
Right.
it helps.
Mhm.
It helps.
It does help, and it's just for you. Like I had mentioned to you about the women's concert, and you literally, we were at an event together.
Yeah.
I mentioned, we're trying to get the word out about the women's concert, and you just like right, Johnny on the spot. You just like, we're going live. We're going to talk about this, and that's the kind of support you can get by working with other people.
And I think we should do that. I think we should do that when we see one of our sisters do it, and even sometimes you can't be there, but everybody can support it.
Right.
You can advertise, you can push it, you can make a donation. You can make it happen. You can encourage people to come. And even if sometime on events, if I'm not going to be there, I don't even say I'm not going to be there, but I push it.
Right.
So people, but I'm planning on being there. But I push it. I push it. And not to say, because some people move by what other people do.
Right. You see that a lot when you're planning events and you're trying to push it out and you're trying to get ticket sales and things like that. A lot of people are waiting to see, they're kind of moving in groups. But as I interviewed each of the artists that are going to be a part of the women's concert, a lot of what they said is you can support us today by streaming our music, by sharing our posts, by telling people about this concert, by just in those simple ways. So I think that's really important. What you're saying is, it's what do you want to do as an individual to support, the things that matter to you the most?
I didn't even think about that, but y'all, yeah, we can support it. Play the music. We're gonna put the flyer up in a little bit. We got a surprise for you. But we're going to put the flyer up. There are a lot of people on there. Their names are on there. Play their music on your page. Play your music along with the flyer.
Right.
So
And people might be
know what you're
wondering.
doing.
Yeah, people might be wondering what it is we're doing. So at Women Wednesdays, we do a lot of programs to support women entrepreneurs
Right.
or women in business, women in business, women in their workplace, whatever. And we've helped women try to create more women in say the skilled trades, things like that. But one of the areas we hadn't touched upon yet that we think is really important is women in music. So when a woman is a musician, that's a passion, that's a talent, but it's also a lot of times her job, something like it's a business, and that they're trying to make a living in and have that grow. And so we wanted to do the women's concert as a way to support, highlight our local women in music, because I think there's so much, like what Tamar was just saying and you echoed, which is that there's a lot of things we can do if we want to see women prosper. We also want to see women in music. I mean, it adds so much to our community to have musicians, but let's be mindful and intentional about how we can support these women in music. And that's how the women's concert came about. It's just we want to really bring focus to and support our local women in music.
And I think that's all. I'm a drummer. I don't play anymore. Excuse me.
That's very cool. I've always wanted to be a drummer. But
Really?
Yes.
I played the drums from the age of 12 until about 1994. My husband started the church, but I didn't want to be the drummer. But I played for some great gospel groups all over the world. John P. Key, the Clark Sisters, our international choir, Shirley Caesar, a lot of churches down in South Florida. Wow. At the age of 15, I was the state drummer for our jurisdiction.
I'm super happy to hear that because it's interesting. There sometimes isn't a lot of female drummers.
Exactly.
And, a lot of times people overlook, even parents overlook, letting their daughters become drummers or electric guitar or, a lot of things. So I think, again, back to your mom.
Yeah. Because I told my mom and dad, one Christmas, they asked, you know how you ask the children, what do you want for Christmas? I said, a drum set. But they didn't think I was serious. They brought me this paper drum set, right? They brought me this paper drum set. And I tore it up when I got up that Christmas morning. I was mad. I tore it up. You know, I was upset. But for my birthday, they bought me a real drum set. And from the preacher came and nodded my hands, and I've been playing ever since. But it's good that parents can pay attention. And there wasn't a lot of, and there still isn't, a lot of female drummers. And so because I was a female drummer, and like you all are doing now, recognizing female musicians
Yes.
and singers in the church and different places, they recognized me because I was a female drummer.
Yes.
And everybody was like, oh, wow. Even to this day, I'll be 65 in February. Lord, let me live. I'll be 65 in February, and people still see me as the little drummer.
That's great.
I saw some women from somewhere everywhere where I met them at, and they still see me as the little drummer.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, again, that's something for parents or aunts and uncles, all of that. You know, just make sure that's you're providing your daughters every option. You know, whatever it is they want to do. So whether it's being a drummer, electric guitar, singing, or going into the skilled trades, starting a business, whatever it is, their passion, their destiny in their life, it's good to be, you know, that everything's on the table.
Right. Tell us
Holiday season, get her that drum set.
Yes.
Yeah, her.
Get her the drum set.
Yeah, because you have to tap into that. You know, and this is what my mom and dad did. So they didn't put, you know, how some parents, oh, look, Johnny can sing. And so they automatically put them on American Idol, and then they get mad because they lose. But you got to let them practice, right?
Right. True.
Because children, mothers, parents always going to say how well their children sound. And you know that child don't sound that good. Come on. But get them practice. That's what my mom and dad did. They invested in me learning to play the drums. But everywhere I went, I had my drumstick. And I played. But I played by ear. I can hear it and pick up exactly what they were doing. And but it was good. But what I want you to tell me before we get ready to bring in this group, what I want you to do, Barbara, and tomorrow, I got it, because it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
See, people get nervous. They're like, are you sure?
But I got it now, tomorrow. You said it just like tomorrow, I got it now. Tell the audience, because we have people on here not familiar with Women Wednesdays. Tell them about Women Wednesday and what it, you know, everything. And you know what? We just jumped in. I was going to let y'all introduce yourself. We just jumped in the show. Y'all see how excited we were?
That's right.
Encouraging and supporting each other. And this is no joke. This is what we do. This is it for real. And when you can do it without any false intentions, everything worked well. But tell them about Women Wednesdays.
So Women Wednesdays, our whole mission is we're a collaborative. We're like a hub to build collaboration between women, and we just help each other succeed. So if you think about like having a mentor is a power of one. But if you're in a whole big group of women that have skills, knowledge, talents, abilities, and you can share those with each other, it just opens, you know, what's possible.
Yeah.
So especially like we focus on women entrepreneurs a lot of the time, but like, you know, we sort of talked about it, like it can be hard when you're first starting out in a business, you don't have the resources, you don't have the money. But if you're in an environment with other innovators, other women,
Yes.
and tap into their knowledge and skills and help each other, you can just go so much further together. And Dan is in charge of our weekly speaker series, you know, where we really try to highlight women. So why don't you tell us about the speaker series?
Yes, I would say our speaker series is our most popular programming. It is very simple. Every week on Wednesdays, we try to have a speaker come in and share their knowledge and their expertise with women who need to know or are in the know. So what it does is it brings together people in that in that industry or that genre, that brings them all together and they have conversation. They're able to ask the questions that maybe they need answers to, and they're too embarrassed sometimes. Unfortunately, we still deal with that, to ask anywhere else. And you truly get the answers you need to grow your idea, your business, your effort, your home, whatever it may be. We hope that at the speaker series, you learn, you connect, and you feel like you have a safe place for your voice to be heard, so that you are ready to kind of shine in that way, in whatever way you're working towards.
Yeah, and it's more accessible. So like, a nice, gentle, homey speaker series.
Yes.
So
Right.
it would be terrifying to get up and give a TED talk, and plenty of people do that. But this is just a more relaxed, small, easier way to get up there and be a speaker and share.
Right.
Other
it
people
often
learn from
becomes-
you, but you grow awareness about you. People learn about you.
It's true. It often becomes very conversational. Usually you can go to a speaker series, you're sitting down and you're listening to someone for maybe 45 minutes. But a lot of times during our events, conversation begins between the speakers and the audience throughout, because they really want to make sure that everyone's leaving with the information that they want. And our speakers are getting lots of practice too. They go on to do bigger speaking events as well.
And I think it's awesome. I've been there as a speaker, but also in the audience. And I've gained so much in the audience, being able to ask questions and listen. And they don't just bring in someone who say, okay, so I want to be an entrepreneur. No, they bring in people who are experienced. And so they have gone through like some of the pitfalls, and now they're making it better, and they share their experiences and they share points and tips. It's a good place to be. Tell me when it is and where.
Yeah, so we're every single Wednesday. We have a speaker, and we're at Domi Station. So Domi Station is our community co-working space and business incubator. And they just have a nice cafe, an open cafe. You just come in, grab a chair, grab a cup of coffee.
Bring your lunch have some of the snacks that we provide. And it is free for the most part. It is free.
How do you spell free?
FREE. And
Free.
it's not easy to continue to provide this type of programming and information for free. So we're hoping that efforts like the Women's Concert, when you buy a ticket, whether you can make it there or not, you are helping to continue the work that we're doing, because honestly, we could charge a premium every week for what we're providing, but we want it to be easy to access for all.
You're exactly right, because I tell you, the Sister Girls event for the last 3 years, I've had it free, but we're going to have to change that.
You're going to have
Because
to.
we spent a lot of money on those events, about 5, 6, 7, 8, last year, $10,000. But I want to say to the community, thank you. We got some good supporters who believe in what we're doing. But y'all, they have this. Barbara, how long have you all been doing? How long have you been doing?
We've been doing this since about 2016.
2016.
So originally at Domi Station, there wasn't programming for women, specific programming. So we started it ourselves, and it just grew from there.
See, and come learn how to start yourself.
Yeah.
Just come learn. You may have a thought, you may have an idea,
Right.
and that Women Wins is the place you sit down and you can get with people and they can tell you, But come on,
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
Yeah, and like our initiative that we're doing now with the Women's Concert, if you're a musician, come on too. Because again, women who are in music or the arts or things like that, you are valuable and an important part of this community as well.
Oh yeah, and I want to say to Minister Howard, thank you again. And I tell you, she gets so many people on here, and she just tag and share. I want to thank you so very much. But yes, and y'all, music, and we know how important music is.
Right.
Music, and I like music because it's universal.
Yes.
It brings people together. It makes you feel better. It sets the atmosphere as well. So when you want a certain atmosphere, you play certain type of music, and you have to be careful with that atmosphere because you set the mood or you break the mood. And then we have some females, we have some women who are absolutely phenomenal in the music world. They can. I was looking up the music thing, and what is it? Ella Fitzgerald was one of the first female singers, and that voice, and so I appreciate and applaud what you all are doing by bringing in this women concert right here in Tallahassee.
Right here in Tallahassee, and it's incredible talent. So it's, I'm pretty sure Star Swain. I think we talked about that, but Star Swain is kicking off the show. So people might have heard of Star Swain. She just showed up and sang at the Lincoln Memorial, sang the national anthem. and it went viral. And she got millions of views, and it took her all over the world, got her on TV, singing at the Democratic convention, all kinds of things like that. Maybe you can elaborate on Star a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. And she, even today, she reposted just, I think last week, that her video has resurfaced again, and a new set of people are inspired by what she did. But she went further to create more music, and she has songs like Together that are inspirational in the same way, but breathe new life into that idea of national pride. So we're excited to have Star there. We also know that in the gospel world, Star will bring down the house. I have the pleasure of hearing her all the time. So we're looking forward to having Star, and then we'll also have.
Well, speaking of gospel, we have Jamel.
Yes, we have Jamel.
Formerly, a lot of people know them as the Johnson sisters.
Yeah. Lily Forbes and Elise Mom.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Just phenomenal. And then you also just interviewed.
Hai Chung.
Hai Chung.
Yes, Hai Chung is an artist that has just come back from Germany, from Ottawa, and from Boston in just the last few weeks. So she is gracing us with her music.
Wow.
And she's excited to share some of the Chinese pieces on her instrument. When I was talking with her on an interview yesterday, I hope to premiere that interview today. She talked about how beautiful it was that there is a women's concert. It's nothing that she said, I can't remember that happening in Tallahassee in recent years. I just can't think of any event like this. So she's really excited to be a part of the women's concert.
Right, and last but not least, and I know you're going to talk to them shortly, is Odessa. So that's an all-female band. There's 5 of them. I think 3 are here today that are going to be talking with you. But wait till you
Electrifying.
Yes.
Truly.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome. We are excited about it, and I can't remember, and it could have been, but I don't remember an all-women concert. I don't remember one here in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
So I think that is good. I think this is good, and I'm sure you'll do it again.
We'll do it again. And everybody's welcome. Just because you're for something doesn't mean you're against something. We're not against men. We want men to be a part of this too.
No, men are welcome to come.
Men are welcome to come. And but again, this is just to try to give just a little celebration, but also a little push for women in music.
I just thought about it. I forgot who the young lady is on the Gail King and all of the Good Morning show, the news.
Yeah.
And so they had the young lady on there who ran track. And so her Terasa, right?
Oh, yes.
The male hormone is really high in her body. So she looks masculine. But she's been telling them, I am a female. So they made her go get a gender test. And she said, I am female. It's just that, and she tell her, I am female. And she said, now with the men, they didn't have them tested. But anytime the women does them, they want to get them tested and go through this and that. And the same thing, sometimes when you do something for all women, the first thing they want to say that you're against men. No, you're not against men. It's just like men having all men stuff. You just got an all women concert.
Well, we have men coming to Women Wednesdays too.
A lot of women. And then Curtis Richardson. I just made him an honorary sister girl. Curtis Richardson going to support all women.
Yes,
he support us. He support the women. And then in Women Wednesday, who you gonna see sitting there sometime first? Commissioner Curtis Richardson. So we are excited. We are excited about that, and we are excited about this show. We're excited about you all. We're excited about the concert. Go ahead and tell when it is. In just a minute, I'm gonna bring on one of y'all guests for the show. But tell them again a little bit about the show tomorrow. It's tomorrow night.
Yes, it's Wednesday night, November 1st from 7 to 10 p.m. It will be at WFSU Studios. We're excited that they are a partner, a sponsor, and they will be filming the women's concert. So we will have that, and we'll find out more about how we can share it at another time. But again, that will be at WFSU. 7 to 10 p.m. You can buy tickets on Eventbrite. You can just look up Eventbrite Women Wednesdays on Google. You will find us and all of our events on that Eventbrite page. Or you can also go to womenwednesdays.com/concert, and it will also give you the information to make sure you buy 2 tickets at a time, not just 1.
Right, and in WFSU, they have this big production room.
Yes.
And it's beautiful, but I'll tell you, when you get to WFSU, the parking is easy, the entrance is easy. So, don't be afraid of going to WFSU. It's a wonderful spot.
There's
It
a
really
really
is
cute
great spot.
Sesame Street setup when you walk in.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, and I just believe in supporting all of us. I think the more we support each other, the better accomplishment we make. And for you all, Priscilla, put the flyer back up for a moment. So it says raising the volume of women in music, raising the volume of women in music. And we have some good people on there. Some I've never heard, but I'm excited about hearing them. And so we went to y'all come on out, look at the sponsors.
Yes, thank you to our many, many sponsors that have all stepped up to make this happen.
Yeah.
Blue Tavern, Caribbean Center of Southside Tallahassee. Visit Tallahassee gave us a grant. AdMax Creators is going to be there filming it. City Clips.
Tallahassee Woman Magazine.
So this is all good. Real Talk with Judy, still right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all let's make this happen, and we are excited about this. We are excited, Barbara. Tomorrow I'm excited. Sister Pori and all of Jaleesa and all of those of you who are coming on. Thank you all so very much for tuning in today, taking a break and tuning in. We greatly appreciate everybody. We're going to get ready. We have one of their groups here.
That's right, Odessa the band.
Odessa the band.
Right, and they're putting out their second album.
Oh, so they already have an album.
They have an
But
album.
we're gonna let them come on. They have an album already out.
They have an album out, and they have another one on the way.
And they have another one on the way. My Lord, that is gonna be awesome. So we're going to get ready to bring in Odessa. They're part of the concert tomorrow night at 7:00. So we're gonna bring in Odessa. So y'all just hold on for just a minute. We're gonna get ready to bring Odessa on. And we're so excited about them and coming on. So yeah, so they get ready to come in. I want to thank y'all. There it is, the women's concert, raising the volume of women in music, featuring a whole lot of people. The Johnson sister, Odessa, who I'm getting ready to bring on, Star Swing. Yeah. So we're making this transition. They're coming in.
Hey. Welcome. And pull your chair right over here, Jen. Let's get all cozy and close over this way.
Get cozy the best way you could. You're gonna have to. Let's see how we do this. So we're gonna be going that way. I got to get on that. Yeah.
I see.
So she's gonna bring that going. Yeah. So I have in the room with me now. I have Odessa. Yeah, there are one of the bands tomorrow night.
Yes.
Who's gonna be there? Y'all tell us a little. Let's talk about Odessa.
Yeah, let's do it. What would you like to know? We'd love to talk to you about Odessa.
We don't know you. I don't know you all. So y'all got
Should
to
maybe introduce ourselves. Right?
Yeah, introduce yourself.
So I'm Jen Taylor.
In order of appearance.
In order of appearance, yes. I guess I'm the oldest and most original of
Yeah.
Odessa. Yeah. My name's Jen Taylor, and I'm lead singer and keys and violin.
Oh,
My name is Rachel Hillman. I'm a songwriter. We're all songwriters in the
okay.
group.
Okay.
And I play guitar and sing.
And I'm Shanice Richards. I play guitar, violin, and I sing, and percussion instruments, and a lot of things actually. And Rachel also plays violin now.
So the band consists of all females, but all of you play instruments and write songs?
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all a powerhouse? I like
Humbly.
I like that. I like that. So you all originated here in Tallahassee?
Yes.
Tell me about the group.
We started off, one of my friends had sent me a recommendation for a writing and collaboration opportunity. And I went over to the house, and Jen was so nice, and we shared some songs together, and decided that we wanted to try out a gig and do a collaboration. And then from there, we performed our first concert. It was just a duo show, and we decided that we wanted to present ourselves as a band, like a singular entity instead of individual songwriters.
Okay.
And then we started bringing in other musicians. Jen had worked with Miriam Techea for a while, and Miriam's an amazing viola player and wonderful arranger, and has perfect pitch, so she keeps us real humble.
Keeps us aligned.
And then Shanice joined the group and has been just such an incredible addition, and has brought her songs and her old time influence and her wonderful voice and sense of musicality. And then most recently we brought in Elizabeth Frabel, who plays upright bass and is also an incredible songwriter and singer. And yeah, the energy is a lot of creative energy.
We've been really proud of what we've done so far, and including all of our songs and figuring out how to make them more like a little bit of all of us instead of just individual songwriters. And I think that has created something really special that we're excited to share with you in our upcoming album.
Yes.
Oh, so y'all have a new album coming out as well. And when is the album coming out?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
It's probably going to be in the middle of this summer, and we're hoping to have a tour that goes alongside it.
Wow.
We're recording at Gasoline Alley Studios, which is right here in Tallahassee, Florida, working with Carol Alavid, who's doing the production for it. And it's wonderful to be part of Tallahassee, to be part of the community, and to be uplifting each other. Yeah.
I love that. One of the things that you just said was your work to become one, to make the music sound as a part of all of you, and not just one individual personality. How did you do that? And how did you do that?
See, a lot of talking. Every time we met, we did each other in rehearsal. We just kind of shared about our lives and like our individual experiences, and we've got different perspectives, and we laughed about it, and we cried about it, and we brought this music that we'd written individually and said, "What do you think about this? This is what I've like intended to say, and I just want to hear." You know, we developed trust with each other.
Trust is the big.
Judy, you were talking earlier on the show about how you have to see something before you can see it actually happen. And that, I think, is like such a good connection to what we do in the group, because we'll individually work on something at home, and we'll have sort of like a skeleton of what it is that we want to build. And then we bring it into the group, and then we add all of the flesh and that's kind of gross.
It is Halloween.
We add the reality to it, right? Yeah. Once we cover it with lyrics, and we cover it with arrangements and interesting different influences that each of us bring to the table, because we all come from different musical backgrounds and interests, and I think all of those come forward in our songs.
And I think like what Odessa has that I feel is very special, and why this band is so important to me. There's this bond of friendship and uplifting each other. There's never a sense of, well, I'm the lead singer, so I should, direct this. Or we know and recognize each other's strengths, and there's never any kind of fighting or bitterness involved in that. We just lift each other up, and if someone doesn't like something that we're doing, we say it, and there's no feelings involved in that. It's because it's all about making our music the best we can make our music.
Wow, you're saying so many things that will help women in life. So in listening to you, and this is how I see music anyway, it's so universal, and it brings us together with our different sounds and our different whatever. When we start hearing music, it's like we can feel the difference. We can feel whatever is happening in that room. Am I right?
Yes. Music is an absolute equalizer.
Say it again.
Music is an equalizer.
It is.
We can come from any walk of life, any upbringing, or wherever we are currently in our life. Music is the equalizer that kind of keeps us together and bonds us.
And communication, right? I feel like within the group, we've really practiced a lot of healthy, nonviolent communication. And so being able to talk to each other about, I noticed this, I felt this, how can we move past, you know?
I love that because, and I think so many relationships, so many things are destroyed unnecessarily because you don't have communication. You said that we're comfortable being honest, and I believe that's a place that we have to get in life where we can sit down with our sisters and really be honest. And I like how you said you all come together and then you all take the songs and you bring a different perspective, you bring a different feelings, but then you all come together collaborating, and then you come up with this beautiful music. I'm sitting here and I hear a beat. I know y'all not gonna do it. I wish I could sing, but I can't say I'm a drummer, but it's like
The Clark sisters too.
oh, the Clark sisters.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I played for the Clark sisters, and when I look at them now, and we're real good friends, right? When I'll be with the and we're all of them next week in Memphis. But I'm telling you this story about their mom. I played the drums. I was hearing something else. Manny Moss Clark, their mother, was one of the best. God, she wanted, and so I heard the music a different way. She wanted me to play it. I was playing straight from what I heard on the album. I practiced, right? I wasn't but 15, and I told her that's not what I'm hearing. She said, "I said, this is what I want you to play." And I'm like, well, ma'am, that's not. She said, play it. And I just said, well, I get up. She let another drummer play. She said, sit your behind down. I'm like, sit my behind down. She said, sit your behind down. But you know what she did? She wrapped my head in a sheet. We were in choir rehearsal. Over 200 people in the choir. Other musicians, other drummers who I know could have gotten it before me. She wrapped my head in the sheet and she said, play it. She said, Twinkie, play the organ. And I said, I can't hear it. She said, don't talk, play. And I kept, and after about 30 minutes, I got it. But I couldn't hear what she was telling me to play because there was no other drummers, there was no other music, and she wanted to change what she heard the drummers doing on the album. She said, that is not what I want. She said, you're going to play it. Tears running down my face. My sister said they were ready to attack that away. Right? But she taught me how to be a better musician and how to hear better.
We can't do it without playing with other people.
Yeah.
You have to play with other people to build that. And it's so scary because like you have to be vulnerable.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
and you have to mess up in front of other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they all thought I was a great musician. Number one, I'm the only female drummer. I'm 15 years old. So they all thought I was like the bomb. Manny Moss Clark didn't think so. She told me I was average. That's what she said. She said, you can improve. You have a lot of improvement to do. She said, you are not one of the best drummers. You're not near the best drummer I ever heard. And I said, why do you have me playing? She said, and you flip back the mouth. And Twinkie was like, and she used to make us take off our shoes in rehearsals. And she would throw the shoes at the sections that was out. Oh, she did. When you go to Memphis, like they get ready to go, but they have a different. But when Manny Moss Clark was there, that's all you did.
That's such a
and
great
sing in the choir.
representation of Black church, right? Just throwing shoes.
But look at all of the people who have come out of her. The Clark sisters, even Kurt Franklin, Donnie McKirkland, all of them, Fred Hammond, the Winans, everybody, Mark, just about everybody you can, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, all of them come out of the Church of God in Christ with that experience. But what you all are saying is so relevant today. You got, even in life, you got to be able to sit and communicate without being offended.
Yeah, because everyone is so easily offended nowadays that it's a scary idea to sit and communicate and be true.
Yeah. And so you don't release the truth.
Right.
Because but as you all are talking, I can't wait to hear you. I mean, just sitting here hearing your story. I mean, and how you get together. We don't even know your background, but I know one thing. Y'all got some backgrounds to tell me?
We're just from so many different walks of life and the way we come together. Yeah, all different types of influences.
I mean,
Can y'all take 2 minutes apiece? Or
Well, like you said, I came out of the church too. My parents, we're Jamaican, and we came out of like Church of God in Christ.
You came out of church, you got in Jamaica?
Oh yeah.
Listen,
I
I went.
drums was my first instrument.
Are you serious? Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did a lot of gospel even here in Tallahassee for years, music directing at different churches around town.
Really?
Then I got into jazz, going to FSU, studied classical violin. It's just a big diaspora of like just different
And
styles.
and
And you
jazz
To
and
say and she sings is an understatement.
Yeah.
She sings.
What's that? It's an understatement.
Yes, she sings.
well, yeah, I said church. I think she knows.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So give me a quick run. No, you can do that because you're from Koji. And I'm gonna put a Madam clock on you right now. Give me something. No, go ahead.
Give you
Well,
something.
Yeah.
well,
Power.
No, she can do it. She can do it. She can do it. Oh, girl.
Give
Yeah.
me something.
Give me
Thank you, Lord.
Y'all better get to that concert tomorrow night. Oh my God. And you back, you go to too?
Huh?
You come out to church too?
Well, kind of, yes.
Cause
Actually,
that
yes.
was good.
Oh yeah,
Not-
right in.
I didn't get, well, I only just started learning about that style of improv and learning by ear.
Ooh.
So when I was in school and when I was in church when I was growing up, I was learning like Episcopalian hymns.
Okay.
And like originally it was like boy choir, but then it opened into just children choir and like straight tone, like, ooh, you know, that kind of singing. And I was at St. John's and I was there for a long time. So, you know, lots of
Rachel has an
British
amazing opera voice.
background. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I studied
Amazing
opera when I was
opera.
I was learning to become studying opera when I was at FSU and things like that. So you know, stuff like that.
I like that too.
But-
do one stanza of that.
Oh,
quick.
she's not coming to me next.
But then I went into playing guitar and like blues guitar, and I wanted to do that. So
Really?
Mhm.
Oh,
Fantastic.
you
And then
all
jazz.
You all are so versatile. Versatile. Man, this is
Yeah.
that. So what tell me what you do.
So I also was brought up in the church, the Catholic church though. So very different type of singing. More like
Yeah.
Rachel, more British influence. I started playing violin when I was 4 and was classically trained and loved violin and went to the School of Music at FSU to study violin and voice.
and you taught too, right?
I taught for a long time. I was music director of the youth music ministry at Good Shepherd for 20 years. Yeah, I know.
Really?
I know. I'm only 21, so it's amazing. That,
Well, you started playing violin at 4.
yeah, yes, ma'am, I did. And yeah, so I started teaching, and then
Wow.
I love Broadway. I'm the Broadway girl. So,
Are you?
Yeah.
Let me hit Broadway.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, sing with me, Rachel.
We're hot seat.
Say what now?
You're in the hot seat.
I am in the hot seat. Bobby
Okay.
baby, Bobby booby, Bobby baby.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, let's see. It's not simple to say. Most days I don't recognize me. But this girl and this apron, this shoes and these patrons have taken more than I gave them.
Oh man, this is awesome. This is awesome. Listen.
So we're storytellers. I think first and foremost,
Yeah.
we're storytellers.
And we have Miriam, who's with the Mobile Orchestra, and then we have Elizabeth Frabel, who played with Adventures of Annabelle Lynn here in town. So Elizabeth plays upright bass, and she also plays like bluegrass and sings bluegrass. And then Miriam, coming from that classical background, has wonderful, strong opinions.
She does.
It's so great working with her because she will tell me I need to work on stuff.
Oh man, this is absolutely awesome. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you need to get to put the flyer up, Priscilla. You need to get there tomorrow. You need to get to the women's concert tomorrow. You
Yes.
need
Denise, right in the middle.
You need to. That is a beautiful flyer too. You all need to get there tomorrow night. It's going to be tomorrow night, November 1st, from 7 to 10 p.m. at WFSU Studios at 1600 Baker Plaza here in Tallahassee.
Red Barber
What I
Plaza.
said?
1600 Red Barber Plaza.
What I said?
Baker.
I did.
That's okay.
I'm pretty sure you said Red Barber.
Yes, I
Okay,
heard
my
that part too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's what I said.
I'll do what I always do.
So that's what you do when y'all talking. You just,
Yeah.
I would love to
Generally
listen to some of
feel
y'all
right.
conversation. I can imagine. 'Cause I love conversation where you get to be yourself, you get to voice yourself, you get to agree, you get to disagree, you get to give your opinion, and then you come to some common ground conclusion.
There's a lot of freedom in that.
It is. I love those conversations.
And it's not always comfortable, right? But we trust and we know that like at the end of the conversation, it's a safe space. Like you might get a little upset, but the goal is for all of us to reach a solution.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just trying to hurt feelings.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
about the
and because
music.
you all have built the trust,
Yeah.
and so you know each other, and you know the heart of each other is toward the group.
Yeah, we have a
You gotta make Odessa
The best.
give the
it can be.
best.
Yeah.
So when people hear you after all of the behind the scene, they're gonna come out feeling like I feel today, hearing each of you individually that I need to get to that concert.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm so excited about what we're playing tomorrow because it's such a representation of those collaborations. There's so much group singing. Like we have big, powerful vocals. We have arrangements that we're really proud of.
Yeah.
And that's what Odessa's kind of has become known for in Tallahassee is our harmonies together. And it's crazy because you hear how different we are.
String.
So yeah, we're a heavy string band, which I think is really unique to us. So yeah, come on out. We're so excited about it. And
Tell them.
It's gonna be a fun
come on out.
Come
We're
on
so
out.
excited. Coming out tomorrow night.
You
and
won't
hear
regret
us.
it.
You will not regret it. And I think there's even during intermission or something happening. I don't know if you shared that or not.
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll have intermission, we'll have wine, we have an announcement that we're gonna make, a special announcement for lead hership in our community, so, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And so I don't know if we have time for this, but I'm just curious, how is the music scene in Tallahassee and how can we make it better?
Rachel, why don't you take this?
It's awesome. I think we can make it better by sharing people's events. We can make it better by posting comments. Like literally just putting a comment saying, hey, I support this artist, or I saw this song and it really made me happy, or like you don't have to show up to show up, if that makes sense. Like simply by sending somebody a text message, hey, this is this. I know all of us are part of those group chats where we got like 50, 100, how many of our friends that we're sharing the memes with. Personally, I love making memes. So make a meme that's funny and send it and say, hey, by the way, I know you're laughing at this. They're doing a concert. I can't come out, but I really think that you should.
You know, we really have to make a statement for Carrie Hamby at Blue Tavern. I think
Thank you. Yeah.
she is the biggest supporter of live music. She particularly is a big supporter of songwriters and original music to Tallahassee. You know, there's a lot of talent here in Tallahassee, and Carrie at Blue Tavern really showcases that every week. Every night of the week, she has something different.
And
My first
Kathy
solo gigs there at the Blue Tavern.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta get to the Blue Tavern, and
Yeah.
Carrie Hamby and Janet DeCosmo are totally a part of getting this concert off the ground.
Oh wow.
And then Kathy Rogers posts that list every
Yes.
week. And if you send in on Facebook, if you just send in your event, she's really a big supporter of celebrating live musicians, specifically
Friday Night
people
Live,
who are performing live music. So if you send in your event to her and you have someone who is like a live band or a singer or a songwriter performing to that, she's going to share it. And at this point, it's like,
The go-to
25, 30 events per
That's
night that
crazy.
she's posting. It's amazing.
Wow.
Does it
Tallahassee's thriving.
So late girl.
We just got to talk about it.
Tallahassee is, but I mean, we do have to talk about it. We have more than shooting going on.
That's right.
Yeah, we have more than shooting going on in
Yeah.
Tallahassee.
Absolutely. There's
So-
a lot of love in the music.
It's a whole lot of love here in town. So I want to thank you, Barbara Westcott, Women Wednesdays. I want to thank you, Tamara, tomorrow, working back for you, tomorrow. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Odessa, for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, I am happy. I wish I would let y'all just I could have kept calling out different genres and you all could have just jumped in and sing it. But what we can do, y'all, we can show up tomorrow night at the women's concert,
Yes.
raising the volume of women in music. And I plan on being there. I plan on being there tomorrow night. I want to thank you all so very much for being here. And with that note, y'all, I want y'all to join me Monday night at Elevate Church. We've been doing the citywide prayer since December. January, we started the Monday after the first Sunday. And so this is our 11th month doing this. And we know that we have a lot of shooting going on. We have a lot of this, but we believe that God has helped us. So what we're going to do Monday, we just come to say thank you. A lot of our prayer focus just going to be thank you. We're still here, y'all. We didn't have to be. You know, they've had mass shootings. They've had so many things. But we're going to come out Monday. I would like y'all to join me. And there's so many people already called, and so many pastors who are bringing their congregants. So y'all come on out and be there. Tonight, we will not be having Bible study at Life Changers. We're going out to Savannah's apartment. Y'all should come sing. Just do a number and show up. But we're gonna have candy and fun, and we're going out there because unfortunately it's so unsafe for people to go out in our community. You know, unfortunately. So we're gonna go out and have a good time with these young people and their parents. So they got hot dogs and hamburgers and candy and all of that. I want to thank you all so very much. Thank you. And we look forward to being, I got one more. On November the 5th, I have been nominated as Radio Announcer of the Year from the Praise and Worship Experience magazine that's down in West Palm Beach, I think. And then I just got another one that I was nominated as Speaker of the Year from Speaker Guild out of Texas.
Nice.
So, and they listened to me on Facebook in my church, I guess, but I was nominated, but we'll put that up. But voting in November the 5th. So if y'all will, please, y'all go vote for me. We'll make sure y'all get it. So we can do that. Well, we're getting ready to get out of here. I want to thank y'all again. And remember, November is, we just want to give thanks for the Real Talk with Judy show. And I'm asking everybody for $80. That starts November 1st. Okay? All right. Thank you. You all have been listening to the Real Talk with Judy show. Join us Sunday morning at 11. My husband, who I believe to be one of the greatest Bible expositors, he's one of them. And he's going to preach Sunday morning. Lord spares live. So y'all join us at 11 a.m. All right. Thank y'all so very much for being here. And that's Real Talk.
Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy.